You all have the right to choose between right or left. You may read the question and give it to me. Here we go. Candidate number one, your question is, you only have to choose between airplane versus ship.
First of all, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Between the two, I will choose airplane. As a criminology student and as a public servant, in times of pandemic, I have seen a lot of different stories. And airplane reminds me that in whatever issues or challenges that we face, our fear is always irrelevant. That is why we must choose to uplift ourselves in whatever situations that we are experiencing. Airplane and flying high only helps me to realize that our faith and hopes must be higher than our downfall. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Candidate number one. Step forward, candidate number two. And choose your maneuver. Choose between the two, supermarket versus public market.
Good evening.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Both of it, where we can buy our basic necessities. But the difference is that public market is way convenient and way attainable to those persons who are in poverty, while the supermarket is not. Poverty is a state where people's basic needs for food, clothing, and shelter are locked. And poverty is one of the huge problems that we are facing right now. And because of our government leaders are busy forging foreign relations, while millions of Filipinos are struggling to provide food for their families, I believe our government leaders should be more concerned to those poor families and less fortunate. I think eradicating poverty should be more concerned by our leaders. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Fabian. Sheffield, Batusin. Step forward, candidate number three, Charmaine Geraldizo. Charmaine, choose between the two, either Facebook versus Instagram.
So first of all, good evening everyone. So if I were to choose between Facebook and Instagram, I would definitely choose Facebook. No hate with Instagram people. Actually, as we all know, there are a lot of influencers as of today. And actually, they are taking advantage of Instagram in influencing others. But as what I have observed lately with Instagram, we often see what's perfect in life. Well, in fact, I believe there is no perfect thing. But with Facebook, on the other hand, we started Facebook having it as a toxic media of communication. But as what we all see now, Facebook is being utilized in a great way in order for us to share information, to share news, and of course to influence others. And actually both Facebook and Instagram have their own kind of benefits. And it's just within us on how we utilize it. Thank you.
Candidate number three, Charmaine Geraldizo. Step forward, number four, Okay, you're like two. Okay, let me just show you. choose between the two, either indoor versus outdoor.
Well, first of all, I would like to greet everyone a good evening. I hope you are all enjoying the show so far. Indoor versus outdoor. Well, if you put it in the most relevant context, which is related to COVID-19, I believe that we should choose to stay indoors. For the sake of our safety and our health, we have to stay indoors at home for us to prevent getting the virus. And also, for me, inside our homes, this is where the foundation of our character and values are made. And I believe that the family builds our character. And that is what we have to have. That is what we have. Because whatever you have inside exudes in the outside. And that is what you can bring outdoors and show to everyone. That would be all.
Jesus, okay, de la Cruz. Lady candidate number 4, step forward, candidate number 5, real and good. Hi, Raylan. You only have to choose between the two. Either faithful versus loyal.
I prefer to be loyal because being loyal means no matter how imperfect you are, no matter how fragile and weak you are to commit mistakes, at the end of the day, you will know where your heart belongs. Thank you.
That's candidate number 5, real and eagle. Step forward, number 6, Trixie, Rose Drama. Trixie, choose your balloon. Hello, this is your question. You only have to choose one versus the two, between the two. Either being tall versus short.
If I were to choose between tall or short, I would choose tall for a very simple reason. That as a human being of this universe, you have to aim high. You have to soar high, be ambitious, and never ever settle for a bare minimum. And do not be ashamed of settling standards within yourself, because Confucius once said, the greatest warrior is the best conqueror of himself. That would be all. Thank you. And good evening.
Step forward. Air speaker number 7, Contessa Para Pupino. Clara, choose your balloon. Hi, Tara. And this is your question. You have to choose between swimming pool or beach. Beach, it's in beach.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Between the two choices, I would choose beach. At the beach, we know that life is different. It makes everything better, and it heals our mind, body, and soul. The calmness of the beach signifies my nature-loving personality. And I think at this current times, we need this kind of peacefulness. And that will be all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Stay forward. Candidate number 8, Can you make sure your balloon? Christette, choose either sea view or mountain view.
Well, I would definitely choose the sea view.
I was a kid, I loved going to the beach. I love the calmness and serenity of the ocean, but also how amazing the waves can change at any time of day. It gives me the sense of relaxation I need to take my stress away. After all, life is like the ocean. It can be calm or still, it can be rough or rigid, but at the end of the day, it will always be beautiful. Thank you.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our last but not least, the air sweeper for female, for Mr. Miss Everybody's 2021, and they're coming down. Before we proceed, ladies and gentlemen, let me just inform everybody that in our fourth and last elimination round, that will be on May 25, 2021, right after the announcement of the winners for our fourth elimination, we will be having a face-to-face challenge for all the wild cards. From the 8 Warriors group, Fire Thunder, and the wild cards are for the air sweepers and for the water surfers. Good luck and see you. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, moving on. Let's have our male air sweepers. Let's begin to listen to the national round with air sweeper number 1, Robert Palazzo. Boys, same with the girls. You only have to choose between Robert, sunrise, or sunset.
Thank you very much for that wonderful question. Before I start, I'd like to say good evening to everyone. I hope you're enjoying the show. Now, if I were to choose between the sunrise and the sunset, in my own opinion, I would choose the sunset. Because we know, I would choose the sunrise because we know that the sunset, it sets whenever night approaches. But you'll never know if the sunrise of tomorrow is sure to come. Now, why did I choose the sunrise? Because when the sun rises in the morning, I get to be grateful that I survived yesterday, and I get to live today's life to the fullest, and hoping that I can see the sunrise of tomorrow. Thank you.
Judges, Robert, Brenda, Talumo, step forward, Raiden, Manayon. Hi, Raiden, you may choose your favorite food. Have it for me, again, I'm inviting everybody for our next elimination round that will be on May 25 next week. Raiden, this is your question. Choose between daytime or nighttime?
Thank you for that question. Of course, I like both of them because each carries its cons and pros, strengths and weaknesses. But between them, I prefer daytime because it symbolizes the new beginning which leads to a new opportunities. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Raiden, Manayon. Step forward. And please choose your food. Hi, this is your question. Choose between the two. Johnson Paraan. Either online classes versus face-to-face.
Hi, good evening everyone. Once again, I would like to greet my friends.
Oh, hello
for me,
there. Proceed.
For me, I know it's a rampant issue in our society right now. It's all about the COVID-19 pandemic, and we choose to stay at home. That's why we do the online class, not the face-to-face. But for me, face-to-face is my best because I have a trauma about social media. Yes, I don't want to listen about social media because I am a victim of posting in social media. I think, yes, everyone has given the freedom to express himself by posting, but we people should know how to limit ourselves. Thank you.
award Mr. Fritz Vidal. Hi. Hi, Fritz.
Hello.
Choose between either transgender versus straight.
Transgender. Being transgender is a great symbol of acceptance, self-love, confidence, and happiness. And I thank you.
I know our judges are having fun. It seems you are having fun, guys. Next up. Vivam, this is your question. Either you have to choose. Working local versus overseas.
Thank you for that question. Again, good evening, everyone. Once again, for me, those two options is actually what we're having trouble with right now, especially with the pandemic. If I were to choose going overseas, working overseas is actually a great option. You get to travel and earn more money than ever. But for me, I would rather choose to work locally, as I am a family guy type of person. So I would rather spend my time, my precious time, spending it over to my family rather than working overseas. And I think that would be all. Thank you.
That's Vivam Lim. Thank you so much. And finally, we have candidate number 6. Hi, Chuck. Thank you, Christian. Thank you, Vince. Chuck, this is yours. Either a physical beauty or inner beauty.
Basically, there are two variations of beauty, which is the physical beauty and the inner beauty. I would apparently choose inner beauty because an outer beauty only attracts the eye of the beholder, just like the saying goes. But for the outer beauty, the inner beauty rather, I believe that it would always captivate and reflects the heart of the people. And just like life, you can have friends, but you can have intimate friendship. And you can't have family, but you can have the trust and the real acceptance from them. That would be all. Now, thank you.